team like Violent by Design gaining more and more confidence. And oh, by the way, they're tag team champions. That makes them deadly and scary.
All by design.
I see what you did there.
His opponent representing DK, Crazy Steve.
So yes, Crazy Steve had a trainer to get into the world of professional wrestling. That trainer was Eric Young a long, long time ago. Coming into the ring here tonight by the Black Taurus and Rosemary. Decay looks to become tag team champions Saturday night, but D'Lo to be in the ring here for Crazy Steve and Diener with Eric Young here. What does that mean for these two athletes?
Well, you've got two athletes who know each other very well. You know, they're both trained by, like you said, by Eric Young, but at different schools and not at the same place at the same time. But the one thing I find interesting is all three of their careers kind of parallel. All three started out as comedy acts and then crossed over to the dark side. The difference now is there's a divergent course. Eric Young and Diener went one way, and Crazy Steve went his own.
Crazy Steve aligned with the demon assassin Rosemary. Black Taurus has recently joined this trio, and they are a very, very dangerous unit. Rosemary has an opportunity at the Knockouts Championship Saturday night and Against All Odds against Deonna Purrazzo. So we'll see what happens Saturday. All eyes on Against All Odds, all eyes on Impact at the top of the hour. Tony Khan from AEW, the CEO, the man in charge over there on TNT, soon to be TBS. Will be here tonight. Scott DeMore, our Executive Vice President here, and Don Callis, Kenny Omega's manager, confidant, family also here. So, D'Lo, it's going to be a very interesting start to Impact at the top of the hour.
So what you're saying is we get a jam-packed episode of Impact in just a few short minutes.
We're going to get through this match here, and then all eyes on Impact for everybody ringside, and there's a lot of folks ringside. It's a who's who at ringside. All eyes are on this match between Crazy Steve and Diener. Nice takedown there by Crazy Steve. You ever been in the ring, D'Lo, with someone that wore clown face paint like that?
I've been in the ring with the Great Muta, by the way, so yes, not clown face paint, but that face paint there, and it's very distracting because you really can't see their facial features, their expressions, so sometimes it's hard to see if you're inflicting pain or not.
Against All Odds this Saturday night on Impact Plus. D'Lo mentioned the beginnings of the careers of Diener, Crazy Steve, and Eric Young, how they started comedy acts, more or less. You can see the beginnings of those careers on Impact Plus. And I mean, Eric Young, call him a comedy act, call him what you want. When he first started, he's a former world champion.
No, he's
Super Eric.
He's Super Eric. He's a former world champion. But hey, I've had an incident with Eric Young in a convenience store where he pinned me when I was trying to get a Diet Coke.
Fair enough. And there's Diener. A little slingshot over for Crazy Steve.
Nice athleticism.
Steve off the ropes, ducks the line, full Nelson into a snap mare, and Crazy Steve trying to corkscrew the neck off the body of Diener there.
Showing his chiropractic skills.
And Crazy Steve in the buckle now. Diener with the reversal, and Diener misses. And now Crazy Steve, a version of the upside down. Not legal, but more pain inflicted to the neck and head area from Crazy Steve of Diener.
And Diener out there getting some advice from Eric Young.
So it'll be VBD on one side, Decay on the other. Battle lines drawn. What's going to happen as this match continues on BTI? Welcome back to BTI. It is Crazy Steve versus Diener. It's Decay versus Violent by Design as we sit just a couple of nights away. Saturday night Against All Odds on Impact Plus. A very important night for Impact Wrestling as it'll be Moose challenging Kenny Omega for the Impact Wrestling World Championship. Omega right now the belt collector, the Impact World Champion. carrying around the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, the AEW World Title, the Mega Champion in AAA. And D'Lo, you've gone on record saying that you think Moose is going to get it done Saturday. You want to stick with that?
I'm going to stick with that. I think Moose has got what it takes. I think Moose brings something to the table that Kenny Omega hasn't seen before. He's bringing that NFL athleticism along with that new determination of Moose. I'm sticking with Moose.
Chris Jericho recently tweeted that Kenny Omega is the best doing it right now in the world. Tough to argue with Jericho. Look at the scowl on the face of Diener. Talk about a changed man, and that's what Eric Young's been talking about, that change is necessary, that you need change, and that's what Violent by Design has been doing on Thursday nights on Impact. That's
the Eric Young influence on a guy like Diener. In fact, that's what Eric Young influenced on all of Violent by Design. He's taken him to a different level of anger, of hatred, of intensity.
Earlier tonight on BTI, you saw our social media top 5, the clapback moment of the week, Iceman's Intel. And I'm sure that here's a cover by Diener and a kick out by Crazy Steve. I'm sure John and G are going to set the table, but D'Lo, as we look at some of the matches that we're going to see Saturday night, Fire and Flavor defending the Knockouts Tag Team titles against Susan and Kimberly. Care to make a prediction there?
You know, right now Fire and Flavor on a roll, but yeah, I'm going to stick with Fire and Flavor. I like Fire and Flavor there. I expect him to defend their two-time Knockouts championships.
Oh! Diener continuing to bring the fight to Crazy Steve on the outside, right in your living room here as we get closer to the top of the hour in Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Great shot here as Diener comes rushing in and a knee to the face of Crazy Steve. Sticking with the knockouts, Deanna Rosemary, you see her lurking around the ring. She's thinking about Saturday. There's a cover and a kick out. What do you think happens Saturday? Deanna continues to buzzsaw through the knockouts?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Deanna Purrazzo is the best knockout there is right now, and she's working on the best knockout there ever has been. So, yeah, I think she buzzsaws right through.
Mentioned Doring and the legendary Kojima. You've been in the ring with Kojima. What do you think happens there Saturday?
Man, I like Kojima. I like the experience factor. I think Kojima's already shown the world he can fight with anybody, so I'll take Kojima.
We'll see what happens Saturday night against All Odds Impact Plus. Diener playing a little bit of a game of cat and mouse with Crazy Steve right now, and now trapping him in the...
Where's Crazy Steve at?
Well, Crazy Steve, I thought he was trapped.
No.
So did Violent by Design.
No one knows.
That's okay. Dark magic. Where'd he go?
And Diener is looking for him as well.
We got a wide shot. There he is. There he, on the other side of the ring. Well, we see him, but Diener does not.
Playing the okie doke.
And Violent by Design saw Crazy Steve, but it was a little bit too late. And will that allow Crazy Steve to secure a victory here against Diener? Short arm reversal, looking for a neck breaker. Caught him there. Crazy Steve follows it up with a cover, hooks the outside leg, and a kick out at 2.
You know, never be fooled by how good of a wrestler Crazy Steve is. You know, you can get caught up in the cover of the book, but deep down inside, this man knows how to flat out wrestle in the ring.
And Diener clubbing away at Crazy Steve here. And look at the eyes of Diener as he comes running in and driving the knee.
Man, that's a hard thing to take right there.
Now the midsection of Crazy Steve.
And now look
also
at
looking forward. Go ahead, D'Lo.
Look at the face of Diener. He is like incensed. Like it's just pure anger on his face.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, just the way he looks. I mean, usually it's Crazy Steve who you got to watch. There's another cover. Hands are locked. And a kick out at 2. Also the 5-way X Division #1 contenders match Saturday night. Ace Austin, Petey Williams, Trey Miguel, Rohit Raju, Chris Bay. And I guess you have to call Josh Alexander the X Division champion, the Iron Man at this point, D'Lo, following that match 7 nights ago.
What an incredible match. I've been buzzing about it for 7 days. The world has been buzzing about it, and it's... I want to go back and just watch it again. It was a pleasure calling with you, and I can't wait to watch it again.
Who do you think becomes the #1 contender out of those 5 that I mentioned? Ace, Petey, Trey, Rohit, Chris Bay.
I like Chris Bay. I think Bay is about to come into his own. He's showing the world he's growing every day by leaps and bounds.
And here comes
cannonball!
Crazy Steve taking the fight right now. There's a cover and a kick out there by Diener. Did you like the cover there? He was high on the shoulders.
I was just about to say that, and you read my mind. No, that was a bad cover. He was sitting, I'll use the word cattywampus, and didn't even hook the leg.
Gotta use your fundamentals. Crazy Steve goes up and over. And Crazy Steve gets hip tossed into the buckle courtesy of Diener.
Eric Young is just screeching at Crazy Steve.
Eric Young screaming, now what? You did this.
Oh,
you
buckle
did
bomb.
this. Out of the corner, shoulders down, and Diener was that close. So picking up a victory here on BTI. And finally, one of the last matches that we haven't mentioned for Against All Odds Saturday night, former world champion Rich Swann goes one-on-one with W. Morrissey. That one, that's going to be a banger.
That, you know, you got W. Morrissey. This man is coming here with something to prove. He's got a chip on his shoulder. And you got Rich Swann, who wants to show the world he can rebound back from losing the Impact World's title. So I can't pick either one there.
Sliding low flatliner and a cover and a kick out.
I'm not liking Crazy Steve's covers here. Each time he's not hooking the leg and he's just casually laying across them, not putting any force on the shoulders.
And is that due to fatigue? Because normally Crazy Steve is very fundamentally sound.
Yeah, that could be a fatigue thing, or it could be, whoa, what was he going for there?
Not sure what Crazy Steve was looking for. Diener was looking for the Diener DDT. Steve stomps on the foot, looks to counter, and Crazy Steve goes back into the buckle. Gets the boots up.
Crazy Steve is up. What is he going for here?
Again, this double underhook for the second time out of the corner. Eric Young's feeling confident about Diener's chances here.
Diener's going up to the high rent district here.
Look at Crazy Steve's hand. His free hand is locked on that top rope, which will not allow Diener to execute the superplex.
That's very sound. And those ear claps, you know, they don't look like much, but they rock your equilibrium.
Crazy Steve now biting the side of the head of Diener. Diener sent for the rod. Here comes Crazy Steve, and now connects.
Oh my goodness!
Flying DDT off the second. Crazy Steve secures the win.
Nice win.
Here's your winner, Crazy Steve!
So Crazy Steve of Decay picks up the victory, and does that propel Decay to the tag team titles Saturday night? Rhino and Diener are going to have their hands full against Decay with the World Tag Team titles on the line. It all goes down Saturday night Against All Odds on Impact Plus. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a little bit more BTI and Impact at the top of the hour.
What a win for Crazy Steve of Decay right here on BTI, an exclusive match you'll only see here. But as we like to say, we're just setting the table for what is going to be a big menu of professional wrestling coming up at the top of the hour with Impact Wrestling. It's going to be a huge night, Gia Miller. I'm looking forward to it all. What are you looking forward to?
Oh, I'm absolutely looking forward to that knockouts match. Tasha Steelz versus Kimberly. It's going to be great.
You know what else is going to be great? Scott D'Amore. I'm not just saying that because he's my boss. I'm saying it because he's on his way to the ring. And we're going to find out what will happen this Saturday at Against All Odds. Will Sami Callihan be added to the big match with Moose and Kenny Omega? We're going to find out. Tony Khan of AEW is here. Scott D'Amore is here, as I mentioned, and Don Callis. We're going to figure this thing out once and for all to figure out what's going to be the main event at Against All Odds. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn and your snacks ready. Impact Wrestling starts right now.